Yes, people, Arsenal with Ash. We're out of the Champions League, man. We're out. Can't believe it. Deflation. Lost 2-1 to PSG on the night. Um, and it's a hard one to take, man. I can't lie to you. It's pain. It's pain again for the third season in a row. Getting that close to major trophies. Um, but unfortunately, we couldn't get over the line. In terms of the game itself, we started on fire. The first 10, 15 minutes, we could have been 3-0 up. Our tactics were brilliant. Arteta set the team up really well. We played the game in their half, created chances, won the ball back quickly. It was pretty much kind of similar to how they started against us at the Emirates, although I think we had probably more chances in our 10, 15 minutes than they did. Um, and that was the moment we needed to score. And as every minute was going on in that little section of the game, I was thinking to myself, if we don't score, they're just going to go to the other end, score, and we're going to be deflated. Um, and yeah, they pretty much did go to the other end and score. It was only through our own silly little mistakes and lapses of concentration where they were able to create, because we were in control of that football match. Obviously, for their first goal, Declan with a poor touch, receiving the ball from Raya, and then ends up lunging in for a tackle, and he does bring down Kvaratskhelia. Um, and then obviously I think it was from the free kick, or maybe they won a corner straight after. I can't even remember too much. But Fabio Ruiz gets the goal, brilliant control and hit. Obviously, they got a bit of luck from the deflection off of Saliba, but it's 1-0. The roof goes off in their stadium, and we are under it. But I think we still kind of reacted quite well. I think it took a while for us to kind of get back a stranglehold of the game, but um, yeah, ultimately we had our chances, man. Deck had a couple of chances. Odegaard, that massive save from Donnarumma. And then we go in at half time 1-0, and we know we have to throw the kitchen sink at them second half because we're 2 goals behind. And we did, we pushed and we pushed, but as the game is going on, we're lacking ideas and we're not able to create as much as we did in the first half. Um, then they get the penalty, which was madness because I don't know what they want Lewis Kelly to do with his hand there. Um, and Ryan makes a big save, and you're thinking, is this a turning point? Is this a turning point? Is this the moment where we now go to the other end, score and create mayhem? Because I'm guaranteed they would have lost their heads. But shortly after, Hakimi gets a goal, poor from Thomas Partey, man. I don't know what he's doing letting the ball go like that. It is a great finish from Hakimi, and at that point, it's like it's over. And I'm just sitting there in this restaurant bar thing in Turkey. I'm just like, oh my days, like this, the dream is over. And then Saka scores straight after. Another big moment for him. Big goal, big moment. Semi-final of the Champions League away, and he steps up and gets us back in the game. And then a couple of minutes later, he has a massive chance, man. Oh, it's a difficult one, I'll be honest with you. Calafiori whips it in with pace, and it's on his right foot. It's on the half volley. It's a difficult one. Yes, he probably should score, but I'm going to cut him some slack, man, because he's been magnificent since his surgery. Um, but yeah, that could have been the turning point of the game. And then yeah, from then on, the time's just going there, wasting time, and unfortunately, we can't do the job, and they get through to the final. And fair play to them, man, because they have really improved this season. They've been the top side. But I do think over the 2 legs, apart from that first 10, 15, well, 15 to 25 minutes in the first half at the Emirates, I think we were the better side. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Arteta set us up tactically really good in that first 30 minutes of the at Emirates. They were on top of us. But apart from that, when he changed it, and then the second game, he set us up. He gave us the best opportunity to win. And the issue goes back to the cutting edge in the final third. And apart from Saka, we don't have another creative force. We don't have anyone with that star quality. Obviously, we're missing a number 9. Marino's done a great job, but we are missing that instinct, because Saka's making these crosses and it's just not going anywhere. There's no one on the end of it. So it's clear what we need to do. The issue started in last summer. It spilled over into January. Arteta was crying out for attackers, didn't get what he needed, and he still said, you know what, chin up, I'm going to do what we can. We're going to do the best we can. And we have done that, because despite the injuries, and the injuries have been mental, missing Saka for a large portion of the season, Odegaard for a couple of months, Havertz for a large portion of the season, Jesus for a large portion of the season, Gabriel for the last month where everything's massive, Calafiori in and out of the team. It's been absolutely crazy this season, and to keep our head above the water and get this far, and then also get to January with those injuries and the board do nothing but the boys and the manager still get their heads up and say we're going to push and go for it, and to get that close to the Champions League final, fair play to them, man. You're never going to hear me criticise Arteta for now. You're not going to hear it, because he has done the best that he can do with the hand that he's been dealt. And all he needs is to get those attackers, get those that superstar quality over into the club. And we're on the cusp. I have no doubt about it. Don't listen to all that social media noise. Rival fans are going to say everything they can right now, and I don't blame them. You're going to enjoy that when we're failing. But it's the Arsenal fans on social media. Social media is a toxic place. Honestly, I can't believe the things I've been seeing. I don't think we're ever going to do anything with Arteta. We're 2 points off of the Premier League title last year. We got to the last day. We're clearly a top team in Europe. We've improved over the last season. Last season quarterfinals, this season semi-finals, without a number 9, without loads of star players, and we're getting there. We are getting there. Yes, it's frustrating. It takes time, and I'm frustrated as well. Not happy to not be winning the big trophies, but it's clear that this manager is the one that's going to take us to the promised land. I have no doubts about it. No doubts about it. His first season, he comes in, realizes that the team is toxic. He sets us up in a 3-4-3 formation, hard to beat. We go and win the FA Cup in his first 6 months of management against 2 top 3 teams in the league, Man City and Chelsea. We beat them both to win that FA Cup. The next 2 seasons is the stability, clear out, building the foundations of the team. He does that. Yes, there were a lot of bad moments, and it's his first job as a manager. He's going through all these things with the captain, Aubameyang, COVID, all of this stuff he's having to deal with, yeah. Changes in the hierarchy of the club, and he keeps us above water. We're building the team, and then into that 4th season, we challenge for the title when no one's expecting us to. We dominate the league for the 3 quarters of it. Everyone says before the start of the season they're going to have to fight for top 4. We fight for the title against Pep Guardiola's Man City. The next season, he realizes we need to be more stable defensively, stronger physically. Brings in some top players, the likes of Declan Rice, Kai Havertz come into the team. Timber had an ACL injury, but he identifies those issues, and we go even further in the league. We have our first Champions League campaign, get to the quarterfinals. We have another title race, a 3-horse title race, and we come out second on the last day of the season. Yeah. And the thing that people don't understand is that progress is not always linear. Things are going to happen to put stumbling blocks in place. So obviously we've had the summer that we've had this last summer, not been good enough. That's on the board to not bring the attackers in that Arteta needs. And we kind of stagnate a bit. And then on top of that, we have the stupid referee decisions at the start of the season, primarily, and that carries right through. But primarily the injuries to the team. And people will look at you and say, oh, but they're squad players, Tomiyasu, Ben White, all of this stuff. But what happens when squad players get injured? The starting 11 play more games than they need to. And then inevitably they get injured. So that's what's going to happen. People aren't thinking straight. They're not thinking straight. And we have still competed and got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. We've knocked out Real Madrid, who no one gave us a chance against. And yeah, it's just a time to be together, man. Honestly, the noise you're going to hear from the media, they're always going to criticize. They don't like Arteta. We're not liked. We're one of the most hated clubs, probably the most hated club in the country in terms of the top class caliber of teams. So people are going to say all of this stuff. But it's probably best, as a sane Arsenal fan, to stay away from social media for a bit and just don't listen to all that noise, because the club is going to continue moving forward. They've already announced that pretty much that Zubimendi's going to join the club. Jorginho's going out. We're linked with a number of attackers. We've obviously got a new director of football that's come in, and I'm sure we'll have a big summer. I'm sure we will. And if we don't, we look at that board and we criticise, because Arteta is doing everything he can to bring this club to the top, and we are that close. So yeah, don't listen to the noise. Don't worry about rival clubs, Man United and Tottenham. We don't care that they're in the Europa League final. Obviously, we don't want any of them to be happy, but let's be honest with you, we cannot impact that competition. We are not in that competition because we were too good to be in that competition. So why would you then hear it from any of their fans. Chelsea as well. No one wants to be in the Conference League. No one. So yeah, end of the day, keep your head up. We are moving forward, and I have full faith in the manager. So yeah, keep your heads up. Hopefully for the rest of the season, I want to see us at full strength, competing. We've got Liverpool coming up. It's going to be a tough game. You saw them rest players against Chelsea. I'm sure they're going to be at full strength against us. But I actually think we could go there and win if we actually are at it. So we need to make sure we win probably 2 of our last 3 games to secure the top 2. And yeah, then we push on pre-season, summer, big summer, and we go again. This is football, man. This is how it goes. So yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, take care.